How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. We're back in the Marsh Cave, at the bottom floor, at the bottom of the bottom floor. If you don't remember, watch last episode. The last floor of that little dungeon is a huge floor, separated into 16 rooms, kind of a 4x4 rooms, and we're getting the last few... Oh, that's a spiked tile with these Mind Flare guys. Let's be very careful here. Let's use Blizzara. It's our strongest multi-attack thing. These guys aren't weak to anything particular. So, oof, yeah. So we got the Mystic Key, and now we can go back to places and unlock doors that we couldn't before, and these rooms at the bottom of this area were rooms we could not open up. So let's do that. Ooh, level up. Bad for Kira, good for everyone else. What we got in here? Silver Armlet, jeez, okay. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So we got the Silver Armlet, which is great. Let's see, Copper Armlet to Silver would be Defense 6 to 17, jeez. Okay, yes. And we also beat Astos last episode, and we got the Mithril Sword, which was a very rare drop. Something we'd have to buy in the future, but we don't have to now, which is great. We saved some money, and oh my gosh, 23 to 31 attack, 73 to 78 accuracy. That is fantastic. Let's heal up a little bit here. Definitely want to heal in between fights. These guys can still pack quite a punch. Let's avoid this spiked tile right here. And that was the bottom left of the room. We're going to go through these 4 doors here that we couldn't originally. Oop, another spiked one, I bet, because... Ooh, maybe, I don't know. Too bizarre again. It's right before a treasure chest, so you just assume, right? Can't really tell. These guys are nothing. They can poison us, but we got plenty of antidotes, so it's not really a big deal. But we're doing a little tour around the inner continent. We're in the inner Aldean Sea, and we are going to... an antidote. And we're going to explore everything we've already explored, using the key and finding the stuff that we haven't gotten already. Ooh, okay. Kill you, kill you. Diara's probably good, and I'm probably going to defend... Nah. You know what, let's fire as well. Might as well. We've got the MP. We're going to be resting right after this anyways. We're not exploring the dungeon like crazy. That's how you do it. And Diara will take care of you. Very nice. Bam. Awesome. Didn't even need the melee guys. See that? Plus we're getting Gil along the way, which is always really good. And nothing in here. Then there'll be the last one right here, the bottom right of the room. That will get us... Oh, clearly spiked. Ooh, it's dangerous! Ooh, it's very dangerous. That's okay. We're fine. Oh, my goodness. Invis. I guess you. It's very dangerous. Wow, 4 hits, 77. That's really good. 3 hits is doing 87. Wow, once he gets a little bit more accuracy, he's going to be so deadly. Ooh, survive, everyone. My goodness. They do a lot. 60 damage. Holy nuts. That's okay, this is basically the last fight we want to get into, because we're going to get that treasure chest, and we're going to get the hell out of here, so. Nice, get that Cura off. I love it when the healers go first. Really helps these turn-based games. 55, or was that 53? I was paying attention. Woo! 96, amazing. Good job, Solomon. 1,200 gil, geez. And another 1,000. Alright, I'll meet you guys at Astos' castle for a few more chests. Here we go. We'll have to make our way kind of around a little bit. Down here, I believe? Yes. Open up this door. And we got a spiked one here too. Wraiths. Don't even worry about it. You guys are going to be dead in 2 seconds. I'm more worried about their paralysis, probably. No, they don't seem to be doing much of anything, so that's good. Death in 1 hit. And then Diara should take them out. If not, Fyra will. Yeah, not enough. While it is nice that Zera has the Dia spells to be able to combat undead enemies, they're not incredibly powerful. Ooh, Falchion. Because they're not an offensive class, right? So, ooh, mummies. Didn't really need to use anything here. There's only 2 of them. This is going to kill one of them, I believe, yeah. So no point in Diara. I'm just using it because it's there. Though I'm running low on MP, but that's okay. We'll rest at Elfheim in 2 seconds, so. Nice. Steel gloves. And power staff. Okay. Let's see what we got. When was the falchion? which I don't think you want. No, it's much worse, but you might be able to use Akira. Let's see. Yes, very nice. Plus the accuracy is way up. 110. Unreal. Fantastic. What was the other thing we got? Power Staff, which I don't think I want to equip. It's technically more powerful, but I can sell that for way more money. And what was the last thing we got? I wasn't paying attention. Steel Gloves. We got leather gloves. Oh, can you not? Maybe you can, because it's armor. 32, 35. Our evasion goes down a little bit, but that's fine. Alright, I'll meet you guys at Elfheim. Alright, back at Elven Castle. We don't even want to enter it, though. We kind of want to hang out on the side here. Find this little kind of hidden area. Little treasury, which we can open now. Ooh, we got Mithril Hammer. Very nice. 800 gil, I'm always okay with money. 700 gil, I'm always okay with money. And bronze gloves. Okay. What'd you get? Mithril Hammer? Yeah, okay. Why not, right? I mean, we might just sell it, too. Actually, I might just sell it. What was the other thing? Gloves, again with the gloves. Bronze gloves. Who can equip bronze gloves? No one! So it doesn't really matter. If you had a second fighter or warrior, that would have been pretty cool, but not a big deal. And now I will meet you guys at Cornelia Castle. Alright, Castle Cornelia. We're almost done going around finding these locked doors. This one you actually have to do, though. So we'll get a key item from this, which we do need in order to complete our little quest here. So go in here. And we'll get the saber, which we don't really need. Mithril knife, which we don't really need. Cottage, which, hey, I'm okay with that. Can I use the mithril knife? I mean, yes, but I mean, what's the point? I'm not going to be attacking with you guys. Tent, I'm okay with that. And there we go. We got the Nitro Powder. In the original NES game, it was straight up the TNT. You'd be like, why would I need that? And an iron armor. So nothing incredibly good. I already have an iron armor, but it's things to sell, and that's a great way to make money. And I mean, you never know, like the game doesn't know what kind of party you're gonna have, right? So you might need another iron armor. But anyways, for now, I'll meet you back at the Chaos Shrine. If you don't remember where that is, it was the very first thing we did. Way up here. I'll meet you guys up there. Back in the first dungeon, we did the top left and bottom left little rooms. We didn't do the bottom right and top right, where we can find a couple more things. Nothing amazingly useful, but we're here anyways, right? Is that a spiked plate? Yeah, it is. Gargoyles. Oof, okay. Actual little fight. Ooh, I love the way that sword looks on you. Oh, and the Mithril sword looks so good too. I love that they changed the weapons that you use. It looks great. We got the Rune Blade. Now, is that any good? Let's find out. No. But it is good against spellcasters. We haven't really talked a lot about typing in this game. That's fine. It doesn't really enter a lot of things anyways. You'll get something, oh, that's good for spellcasters. Well, I mean, we already fought a bunch of spellcasters, and it would have been nice for that point, but we didn't really get it at that point. Kind of talked about there are 8 types. There is Aquatic, Beast, Dragon, Were, Magic, Mage, so Magic User, Giant, and Regenerative, and Undead. I think I might have... Is that too many? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really enter into a lot of stuff you do in this game, so it's not super important. The dragon ones usually are pretty good because there are a lot of dragons in this game, especially later on. But at that point, you just have better stuff. So it's like, I'd rather just use the stuff that's good against everything. And if you do really want to, you can equip stuff within it in the fight itself. So if you do want to do that, you can. But ooh, nice, another level. Not a great level, but level's a level. Werebuster, which is good against were enemies, which there are like 2 of, and the Gold Needle, which is pretty cool. Another, yeah, that is definitely a spiked one. Alright, I'll meet you guys back on our ship right outside Cornelia. Alright, there is only one more place to go to within the Aldean Sea. We'll just follow the coastline up here, right over here. And we'll follow it a little bit more. Down here. And we'll get into a fight. Ooh, oh no. Oh, well, that's fine. At least it's an actual fight. It's better than fighting this. Oh man, we're so powerful now. Fighting friggin' ogres in a single hit. I don't even need Fyra. But it's fun to look flashy. Right? It's fun to look flashy. Very cool. We are so powerful now for everything on this little, like, inner sea area that we've gone to. We're just gonna escape these guys. They're all gonna get an attack on first, though. Come on, really? Oh, no! Run away, run away! They're doing so little damage to me, I don't want to deal with it. There we go. And right there, a little cave is our destination. Yeah, we're just not even gonna deal with these guys either. These guys are worth our time, but I mean, they're not worth our time together, you know what I mean? Inside we go. Now, if you come here before getting the key and the nitro powder, you will be kind of sent away, because you'll have to do something, but right now we can get some stuff. Some money, more money, jeez. Talk to the dwarves. They all have the friggin' Scottish accents, they're not gonna do it. With a crystal eye, even the blind can see, and I hear that the dark elf Astos pilked the one belonging to Matoya. Yes, we already knew that. You can tell the game was really expecting the player to roam around a lot and just kind of piece things together themselves, which is really cool. Lolly-ho! Have you blethered with our smith? Oh, blathered. With our smith? In the smithy he is. Let's go talk to him. He'll be nice and important. With the crystal eye, even the blind can see. Okay, cool. You are right here. Hello, smith. If only I could have some of the legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to make such a magical sword. We'll have to remember that for much, much later in the game. The earth has started to rot. It began in the west, and now the decay spreads. That is not fun. Let's make our way down here. Way down here. And if we talk to... Is it you I have to talk to? Yes, it is. His name is Narek, and he'd be like, oh, I wish I had nitro powder. Nitro powder! The explosive force in this powder will have my canal open in no time flat. I owe you kids. Jeez, it's hard to read. And down he goes. And just like the bridge building, see, we get a little cinematic that's not in the original game. The scene is in the game, but it's just one single piece of text, that's it. There we go. Now you can blooter this rock. Oh my god. Now we can blooter this rock to smithereens. Jeez. What are you standing around for? The powder's set to blow. Unless you plan to go with it, you better get out whilst you can. We're like, oh god, no. Boom, 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 boom. And right below, this little single tile strip of land. Ooh, you can see the a little bit of where it cracks there. There we go. Oh, it looks really good though. And now we can leave the inner sea and explore the rest of the world. So this really actually feels like the first chapter or like prologue of the game, and now we're really free, you know? I cannot wait to see what lies out there beyond the canal. Ayunt? The canal? Canal? That. It's even just staring at those words, I can't even read normal English. And yeah, he's gone, I guess. In here, bunch of items. Worm Killer, very cool. An ether. Potion. Ethers aren't in the original game either. There's no way to heal your MP in the original game. Mithril Mail, okay. 575 gil. Cottage. Alright, let's see if that does any good for us. The Worm Killer, nothing's as good as our Mithril Sword, but that's actually not that bad. And it's effective against dragons, but we're not going to be fighting any dragons anytime soon, so optimize. Nope, we're good. Optimize. Ooh, Worm Killer is better. Worm Killer is better. The Falchion has... Oh wow, the Falchion's not even as accurate. That's really good. Worm Killer is great for you. That's definitely good. Mithril Hammer and Power Staff. Yeah, I don't want you to have any of those. We're going to keep you on the dagger and the regular hammer. We want to sell those. We got over here. Great Helm. Okay. Intent. Yeah, 37. Yeah, not bad. We did okay for ourselves in terms of equipment without having to purchase anything, which is good because we're about to go to another town, and that means a lot more spending. A lot more spending, especially if you have magic users. Let's get out of here, as these dwarves would say. Here's what I say. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure house way back when they sealed her up. Yep, that's telling you where to get the nitro powder and all that. So, head back to our ship. Fight some more fights. By that I mean run away from more fights. Just gotta start cutting them at this point. Until we, see some new enemies. There we go. And let's escape. Freedom, my goodness. Let's go to our map. So, we actually still covered a lot. 3 towns, it's pretty good. You can see there's a town right up ahead, right over here. And there's also a town we can go all the way across right here. If you wanted the mithril sword early, you can go there and buy it right away. But we got so lucky with that Astos fight that we don't need to do it. So we don't need to do any weird little shopping trips. I mean, you can still go there and get other things, but we're actually just going to move on to this town, Melmond. First, there's this thing. This is not in the original game. This is the Lifespring Grotto. This was introduced in the Game Boy Advance version of the game, just like the Earth Gift Shrine. We can't do anything with it yet. This guy's in the way. Fetid water seeps from the statue. Ooh. Yikes, peoples, you aren't going to hurt me? Then maybe I can tell you a little about this place. This cavern is known as the Lifespring Grotto. Long ago, men and mermaids who fell in love could live here together in peace. Very cool. But I'm going to leave, so I don't care. Instead, onward to Melmond. Nice. Oh, and it's all gross. The earth certainly has rotted. So up to this point, really the whole quest was to leave the area. Actually, I'm going to do the world map again for a second. And now the whole point of the game is what the original point of the game was, which was restore light to the crystals. And at this point, you have a bit of freedom to go anywhere you want. Not much we can do at the north yet until you get our next kind of way of transportation. But basically, if you want to, right here, this little area around here is all about restoring crystal light to the earth crystal. And over here is going to be the fire crystal. And you can do those in either order. And there's another little dungeon here that allows us to get yet another type of transportation. There's 3 types of transportation in this game. And you can do them kind of in any order, but in terms of like difficulty, the earth stuff over here is probably your best bet. But do what you want to do, you know? Don't listen to me, you don't have to. Restore the crystals to grace. Okay. Weirdo. A lot of graves here, my goodness. If the earth crystal regains its glow, life will return to the earth. The hills and valleys will again be green. That'd be nice. Stop by my father's shop, okay? Alright. There's some shops, we won't go into them yet. We'll talk to everyone around here. I'm just a farmer. Well, you have some bad luck right now, man. In the cave on the southern tip of this continent lies a man named Sada. It's originally Sarda, which I like better than Sada, but whatever. He's a wise man who knows much. We should talk to him. Watts is my name. I've gone all the way here from Duergar to find out the spring heat of the Earth's decay. Is that the name of the dwarf place that I was at? Duergar. That's actually names of what dwarves in the Underdark in Dungeons & Dragons is called. That's actually really cool. I've heard that the ancients possessed something with the power to make a ship float in the sky. That'd be neat. Long ago, a prosperous civilization thrived in the Northland, but it's fallen into ruin. Oh no. One guy I really want to talk to. There's a little bridge here. Giant living in the cave eats rocks. He'll eat just about any kind of rock, but I hear he especially likes gems. Can't get enough of them. Okay then. There's nothing I, the great genius Dr. Oon, did not know. What? You've never heard of me? Inconceivable! He'll be important later, but not right now. The Cavern of Earth is to the south of Melmond, on a peninsula called the Devil's Tail. Ooh. It used to be the closer you got to that cave, the more fertile the soil. Now it's a barren waste. The Earth is decaying and it's all the doing of the vampire that lives in the Cavern of Earth. Our town is in such rotten shape because he's blocking the flow of the power of Earth. You stop him for us? Vampire hunting! That sounds up my alley. Let's do some shopping. It's the armory. We got the knight's armor for 36,000 gil. And we can't even see how good it is, which is garbage, by the way. But that is something we actually really want. But first, let's sell off some stuff, actually. Let's go to our menu, sort out our stuff, and sell. Don't need a dagger. Don't need a mithril knife. Broadsword, we have 2 of them now. 450, that's pretty good. Sabers, 2 of them now. 360, that's pretty decent. Werebuster, 3,000 gil, not bad. Rune Blade, 2,500 gil. That's why you do all these things and try to find these treasures, because they're just worth it, man. Mithril Hammer, yeah, 1,000. I'd rather that than give Zera a little bit more ability to attack. Same with the Power Staff. 6,000? Yes, please. Leather Armor don't need. Mithril Mail, 3,000 extra muns. We almost have enough to get that thing that we want, actually. That's pretty good. Fantastic. We don't, though, unfortunately. We do have enough to get a silver armlet for you guys. Defense is 15. And thankfully, Dev already has one, so let's buy 2 of those. Great helmet already don't need, I mean. Okay, that's not too bad. We could have done a lot worse than that. Okay, 17 defense, 17 defense. Absolutely worth it. And now let's check out the armaments. We don't need anything here. We saved some money. Fantastic. But now it's time to check out the magic shops. We might not even be able to buy this stuff yet. No, we can't yet. That's okay. But look at this stuff. Kiraga. Oh my god, this is, again, a really, really good level for White Mage. For White Magic. Kiraga, Life, Diaga, and Hilara. That is so, so good. My goodness. We can't buy any of it yet. That's okay, though. Same with Black Magic. We got Faraga, Scourge, which is the first instant death spell. Kills all foes. Doesn't work very well. Teleport, yes. And Slower reduces one foe's number of attacks. It doesn't sound like that'd be any good, but for the one-on-one boss fights, it's not the worst thing in the world. So, anyways, that's enough of what we can do here. We have a little bit of time left. So let us go over here. Over here is the little Earth dungeon, but over here's where you can find Sada. And we'll see what he's up to, maybe. First to fight. Actually, new enemies over here. Ooh, Preemptive Strike is the Shadows. Yeah, alright. Well, let's Diara them and Fire them. Don't worry. We're using a lot of MP, but we'll probably go back to Melman before... Oh, wow, okay, that's good. We'll probably go back to Melman before we do anything too dangerous, so... Where am I going? Where am I going? Down. We're going down, gotta find the cave. Ooh, ambushed! Oh no! Undead ambushes are really bad. There are a lot of undead around here too, because the earth is just so crappy and all the undead is coming up. I mean, we got a vampire to take care of too, so that's just really dangerous. Oof. Thankfully, we can still use Fyra with Dev. Still would have liked having Diara available, but that's okay, as long as, there we go. As long as it gets the Fyra off, it should be fine. Nice. And just down here, Giant's Cave. And remember, we heard about the giant. Oh, there's battles in here? Really? Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, boy. That's not good. You guys are gonna be very strong, I believe. I don't know if Blizzard is stronger here, but... Okay. Oh, those are just regular ogres. Damn. I thought those were the ogre chiefs. I'm being silly. Okay. That's a lot easier because there's only one ogre chief. Well, that's a waste of a Blizzara. That's okay. Yeah, not a big deal. Oof, nice. Very cool. How much did you give me? Yeah, wow, lots of money. That's great. But yeah, this is the giant right here. You shall not pass. That's it. Great Gandalf impression, but nothing else. We're going to need to find a nice special yummy rock for him to eat. Instead, we're going to head on over here to the end of the Devil's Tail, what we heard. Ooh, lesser tigers. We're fighting some really neat new enemies, aren't we? That's great. 8 damage. No. Oh, 24. There we go. I love that sound. Of them biting. It sounds great. They fight a lot of, like I guess I've been saying for a long time, D&D inspired this game is. And you fight a lot of monsters that are very much from D&D. The original version of the game, there was also a beholder, and they had to change what the beholder looked like because they might have gotten sued by I don't know the name of the company that owned D&D back in the day, but by D&D, basically. Yeah, a lot of stuff inspired by them. That's probably why there's also so many undead and stuff like that. Let's just take these guys out normally. I don't think we need to waste any magic for them. Still fine, still fine. There we go. How much money do we have now? Nope, not enough for that armor. That's fine. We bought a lot of other things. Down here, well, they call it the end of the devil's tail because it's like, you know, the little fork. Nice. Easy enough. See, these guys are pretty cool to have, like, a giant killer type weapon, but there's a lot of ogres and Gygases in this game, so a giant killer thing wouldn't be that bad, but again, it doesn't really end up mattering all that much in the long run, because everything else just overpowers everything else. Anyways, this is our next dungeon. In between this episode and the next episode, I'm actually going to go back and heal and meet you back here. We'll start here, and we'll finally start our real quest of bringing the light back to the crystals. But first, before we go, right quickly, here is Final Fantasy on the Game Boy Advance. And this is Final Fantasy for the Game Boy Advance, and you can tell it is heavily based on the PlayStation 1 version, which in and of itself is heavily based on the Wonderswan Color version. But the PSP version is directly based off of this specific version. This was a kind of dual pack, just like Origins was. It was released as Dawn of Souls and contained Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. And the big difference and big improvement of this game, other than its sort of toned down difficulty, which fits really well for a portable system, was that it had post-game content. Kind of post-game, it's mid-game, I guess. But you had 4 extra dungeons, 1 dungeon based off of each of the crystal elements, so earth, fire, water, and air. And it was pretty cool. This is a really, really good way to play Final Fantasy 1. They did a really, really good job with it. It has way better music than the Wonderswan Color version, though it's obviously not as good as the PlayStation 1 version. But it's a really good one if you have a Game Boy Advance and you're into collecting. This game does not go for very expensive. And is a great version. It looks almost as good as the PlayStation 1 version. Those backgrounds still look very good. The sprites are identical as they are in the PlayStation 1 version. It's really the spells that don't look quite as good. Other than that, this is absolutely a great one, and if it wasn't for the PlayStation Portable, this is probably the one I'd be like playing for you guys, probably even over the Pixel Remaster. But with that, I'm Phil in the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.